Hey guys, this is Robert. I want to make this video just tell you a little bit about how I made some money from my music without ever trying to make money from it. And how something that was a passion project, just by putting it online, in the end, it became something that really became bigger than I expected without ever trying. And I think that's the key, because I really didn't try at all to push my music or to make any income from it, but it just happened. And I kind of want to give you a little bit of the way that it happened, because if you try to do it, or if you have the intention that I obviously never had, I think some of these tips will be helpful to you. 10 years ago, I finished my first album and I decided to put it on YouTube. I feel like YouTube was a little bit less oversaturated at that time. So tagging and using keywords like sad music or quiet music, instrumental music was very important. And it's still important. But I feel like now there's so much content that is very difficult to stand out. After YouTube and also making more music, I decided to upload to Bandcamp. And Bandcamp was a way to allow the people to download and listen in their media players, because at that time there were no streaming platforms, or Spotify was just starting out. It was not very popular, but Bandcamp really allowed, and continues to allow actually, just to put your music and then let people put the price for it. In my case, it's $0, so you can get the albums that I made for nothing. A couple of years later, I realized that Spotify was growing and that I wanted to put my music in that platform. So I found Routenote. And Routenote was a service that really, really pushed my music to places that I never thought. Routenote has kind of two different sites. It can be totally for free, which is the one that I use. Or it can be, you paid some and all the earnings are yours totally. The other way, if you sell something, you have to give some part to the company. But that's what I use, because I never really, I was not investing anything. So I just got something by giving nothing. I remember there was this time that I was at a wedding in China, because I'm a wedding filmmaker. That's my main form of income. The bride was about to enter the ceremony and they played this track and I recognized that it was one of my tracks. Also, there was another time where we were about to do exercise and my wife was playing her podcast and I heard my music as part of the introduction. Or, at the end of every year, Spotify always emails me and tell me your music has gone to these countries, Russia, Thailand, and Asia, and Europe. So it went a little bit more far away than I had expected. And that was thanks to Routenote. I want to be very transparent with you guys. And since I put my music since December 2015, it says that I have made $4,420 with 37 cents. And that may not be a lot for some people, or it may be a lot for some other people. But the important thing here, like I tell you, is I never expected this money to come. And it just came out of nowhere, basically. Here it tells you some statistics, like the YouTube views. I don't even know where the YouTube views come from, because they are not associated to this channel. I really don't know. The music streams are 38,670,158. And that number is actually pretty big. As you can see, it's going up, going down, going up, going down. In the last couple of years, actually, more people have been listening to the music and it has been a little bit more steady. Every couple of months I do receive more money from this. My wife thinks it's because the last couple of years have been very tough and very sad. So more people listen to my music. I don't really know. And it may end up soon. It may go back to nothing soon. I really try not to pay too much attention to that, because I don't want these numbers to guide my creative decisions. Hey guys, let me interrupt the video really quickly, because the time that I recorded all of those statistics that you're seeing was actually last year when I was planning to start this YouTube channel and all that. Now it's February of 2022. The balance that I have in my lifetime earnings in Routenote is $7,243. And the total music streams is 71 million with almost 900,000. And these numbers, just to tell you, they have continued to grow in pretty much the same fashion that I'm explaining in the video, going up and down, going up and down. All of the other numbers are pretty much the same, or they haven't changed that much. I just wanted to give you a little bit of an update, and now let's just go back. And very interesting down here is that, as you can see, TikTok has had 20,096,480 streams. I don't even have TikTok, but I am guessing that it kind of became viral at some point. It's one of the tracks. I don't know. Here's also the Bandcamp stats. As you can see, also it tells me in total from 2011, 35,835 plays, which is actually lower than Routenote. You can see that maybe Bandcamp has a more limited number of reach than Routenote does. But I tell you, the main reason that I use Bandcamp is just to let people download the music. I just want to show you here my Spotify area. It says that I have 837 monthly listeners. Even if I had a couple of listeners, I think I will be just satisfied. I mean, I'm just very happy for all of this. And there's two things basically that I want to emphasize. Number one, you have to take care of your vision. You have to take care of your passion. That thing that made you play music in the first place, whether you decide to use it for making a living or whether you decide to just play for yourself, I think you have to really take care of this initial thing that made you do it. It will bring so much more satisfaction in different levels. And I mean as a creator or maybe as an artist. So that's number one. And number two, no matter who you are, I encourage you to put your music out there. Even if it's just for fun that you are making it, even if it's just for something that you are just composing for yourself or from somebody you love or something. I don't know, anything. Just put it out there because you really never know how far it will go or what difference it will make in other people's lives. So that's it, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you got something out of this. See you soon.